And they're off. Starting out of sight just over the hill there in the center of the field. And they'll emerge now, and at the front, the field coming together and showing the way. It's Genghis with Private Attack, and now taking the lead. That's Battle Op is your leader by 1 length over the first, and trying to get a hold of him right behind him in the middle there. That's Private Attack. Genghis on the outside. Now Boncato moving up between horses into second place. And then Professor Maxwell and Native Mark is your early trailer. Over the first, Battle Op with a 2.5 length advantage over Boncato, then Private Attack. On the outside there, Genghis. Inside of him is Native Mark. And then comes Professor Maxwell, who's moved up with the bunch as they head over the road. So tightly bunched, Battle Op showing the way as they go out of sight behind Kurt's Cottage and head behind the training barn to the back side. So we've got some field reports that we'll give you, but the field all in touch and all intact as they went over the road. Battle Op, your early leader.
I'll stop when she plays. Right.
Now continuing along the back side of the training barn now.
You can do that. 18 legs short enough.
And as they went out of sight, Battle Op. It's still Battle Op in the lead. Right behind him is Boncato. And then Native Mark. So still showing the way, it's Battle Op on the lead with Christopher Reed. Behind him, Patrick Worrell on Boncato, and then Native Mark and Jake Chalfin in third. So same as it ever was, Battle Op still showing the way. We'll have to wait for the next report from the field to fill you in. But they've got 2 times to go around here, and just in the middle of the first lap.
Coming up the hill behind the barn.
And now they're coming up the hill behind the barn. And should be back into view behind the studio in just a moment. And there they are.
12.943.
And it's still Battle Op on the lead. Now in second place, it's Native Mark as they emerge from behind the studio. Battle Op dueling on the front end with Native Mark. Actually, there is Boncato now going off to the inside, taking his own line as they come to the stack fence. And first over that one, it's still Battle Op with the lead. Boncato in second. Private Attack on the inside in between horses, though. Here comes Native Mark, and once again, they're still tightly bunched as they come to the board fence, and it's Battle Op with a narrow lead, but here comes Boncato now, pressing things at the front, an easy pace, and Boncato goes out into the lead. As they come in front of us, it's Boncato, Battle Op retaking the lead over that one, then a gap of 4 to Coal Dust. On the inside of him is Native Mark. Then comes One Wild Bird to the inside of him. Professor Maxwell, Private Attack biding his time at the back. And your trailer is Genghis as they head across the road and behind the barn for the second time. So Boncato now your leader as they went across the road. But everybody's still in touch. Right behind him was Battle Op, but nobody more than 5 or 6 lengths out of it. So the tale is yet to be told as they run down behind the training barn through the paddocks. And once they emerge behind the studio again, it will be cutting time. So Boncato now on the lead. And just as it was as they went over the road, and battle up the number 12 in second place. And then Professor Maxwell now has moved up for Gus Brown into third position. So Bon Cato with the lead, battle up in second, and Professor Maxwell laying in wait in third as they head down around the house. And this time it'll be for real when they reemerge behind the studio. And the question is, can Bon Cato hold off Battle Op and Professor Maxwell? And it's still Bon Cato over Battle Op, and now One Wild Bird has moved into the mix as they come back into sight behind the studio. And all out on the front, it's Bon Cato with the lead and trying to lengthen it out as they come across the driveway, but there's Battle Op right behind. And now trying to move up on the inside, that's Professor Maxwell making a run at Bon Cato as they come to the stack fence. It's Bon Cato with the lead over the the stacked fence. Then comes Battle Op. Professor Maxwell trying to rally, not finding enough. Coal Dust with a late run there on the inside. Over the plank fence, and now coming into the stretch, and all out is Bon Cato. Here comes Coal Dust with a run on the outside. Coal Dust, the home favorite, with a late run, getting Bon Cato at the line. And in third, it's going to be Professor Maxwell. So Coal Dust, nothing like having the home field advantage, gets up in the last few strides of the stretch to nip Bon Cato. In third place, Professor Maxwell.
It's Bon Cato with the lead over the stacked fence. Then comes Battle Op. Professor Maxwell trying to rally, not finding enough. Coal Dust with a late run there on the inside. Over the plank fence, and now coming into the stretch, and all out is Bon Cato. Here comes Coal Dust with a run on the outside. Coal Dust, the favorite, with a late run, getting Bon Cato at the line. And in third, it's going to be Professor Maxwell. So Coal Dust.
Did you feel from the beginning that you might win, or when did you know?
Well, I knew I had a good shot. He's a really nice horse, and I knew Mr. Voss would have him perfect for this race. I'd say I didn't know I was going to get past that horse till after the last. He jumped the last two fences really well, and I think that's where I won the race. But he has a nice kick at the end, and he ran up this hill pretty strongly, so.
Excellent.
So he was great.
All right, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
In a field of four, and showing the way at the front is Big Bad Joe with a 5-length advantage over the Whacker, 3 lengths back to Vole Nole, and Just Pour It, your early trailer, up and over the first, all in order. And still at the front, it's Big Bad Joe, 5 lengths over the Whacker, now moving into third place, Vole Nole, just a length behind him, your trailer, Just Pour It. Post and Rail, next, all clear as they head for the road, and 6 lengths to the good is Big Bad. The front, the Whacker in second place by a length and a half over Vole Nole, and Just Pour It and George Hunt, your trailer by another length and a quarter as they head over the road. They're coming at you.
Second place, Vole Nole. Then the Whacker and Just Pour It just behind him. So we'll wait for our field reports as they run behind the training barn. Once again, they have 2 laps to make here. in the middle of the first.
3, 4, 2, and 1.
Taking the lead now is Lolo. Number 3. The Whacker has moved up into second place. He's wearing the 4. And the number 2, Vole Nolo, now in third place, leaving Just Pour It as your trailer, same as it ever was. Now down the hill, around the barn, and it's still Big Bad Joe in the way as they head around the house and will emerge behind the studio. And one more lap to go after this, and Big Bad Joe still at the front by 4. In second place, it is the Whacker. And Vole Nole keeping company with Just Pour It at the back, those two running as a team as they head towards the driveway, with Big Bad Joe as the leader heading towards the stack fence. Now Vole Nole setting out on his own, picking his own line towards the inside, making a run at Big Bad Joe. But Big Bad Joe gets there first. That's the Whacker in between horses in second, then Vole Nole and Just Pour It at the back. And Big Bad Joe, as they come by us here for the first time in the stretch, one lap to go, and showing the way to the black post and rails, it's Big Bad Joe by a length and a half over the Whacker, and then a gap of 2.5 to Vole Nole and Just Pour It. Those two together at the back as they head towards the road. Big Bad Joe by 2 over the Whacker. Then comes Vole Nole, and still trailing is Just Pour It. One more time around the back side of the training barn.
One faster, I think. Number 1 horse won staggered time. Wait a minute.
As they remain out of sight, waiting for our field report. And it's been Big Bad Joe from the outset. We'll see if he can hold this advantage safe. And it's still Big Bad Joe over the Whacker in second place. And Just Pour It has moved up into third over Vole Nole. So still Big Bad Joe. And once again, and they'll be running for real when they emerge behind the studio and head for the driveway. Big Bad Joe with the advantage. He's had it from the outset. And now he'll have to hold off all comers. And just about to come back into sight. And your leader is now the Whacker. He's taken over the lead from Just Pour It, who's in second place. So a change at the front.
Whacker's second, the green guy's still ahead.
And Big Bad Joe has remained at the front. Big Bad Joe trying to hold this advantage. He's had it from the outset, but here comes the Whacker trying to lower the hammer on Big Bad Joe at the front as they head towards the driveway. In third place by 8 lengths, it's Just Pour It. Just 3 horses left in this. Going towards the stack fence. Big Bad Joe, he's all out. The Whacker trying to get to him. At the fence, it's Big Bad Joe at the front. Here comes the Whacker though. almost even as they head towards the last. At the board fence, out comes the whips. Big Bad Joe and the Whacker. These two are going to duel it out for the lead. They're jumping as a team. Nothing left to choose between them as they come into the stretch. Both riders going to it. Big Bad Joe, the Whacker takes the lead over Big Bad Joe in second place. Just Parrot will come in third.
Well done, Michael.
To get to him at the fence, it's Big Bad Joe at the front. Here comes the Whacker now, almost even as they head towards the last. At the board fence, out comes the whip. Big Bad Joe and the Whacker. These two are going to duel it out for the lead. They're jumping as a team. Nothing left to choose between them as they go into the stretch. Both going to it. Big Bad Joe, the Whacker takes the lead over Big Bad Joe in second place. Just Parrot will come in third.
Right behind you.
The Whacker, it's obviously his first time out this year. He ran a couple times last year and had some problems, had some issues in the paddock, getting on, things like that. I thought Tom handled it very nicely this time. He jumped well, he's strong, he's fit. The rest of it was fairly easy, just had to make him sit there. And thanks to Mr. Kinsley, he likes this sport.
And they're off. And coming to the top of the hill early on, it will be Fort Henry with the lead. But moving up alongside on, it's Tumultuous, with a 5-length lead. In second place is Make Your Own. Then comes Fort Henry, and Vinny Boy is your trailer. So, sorting things out here as they head to the post and rail. It's the green and black number 2, Tumultuous, with a 5-length advantage over Connor Hankin and Make Your Own. And moving up alongside of him now is the number 2 in blue. That's Fort Henry and Molly Forlano as they head across the driveway. And your early trailer is Vinny Boy. So now they're out of sight behind the training barn. And once again, we'll have to wait for our field reports as they move along the backside. Same 2 laps. And just about halfway through the first, as they head past the training barn and down through the yard.
Did you see Mary's picture in there?
Two blues out to score. 2 green, 1, 3.
2 green, 1 and 3.
2 missed the marker between 3 and 4.
The other 2 missed the marker. 2 missed the marker.
Okay.
2 blue.
Does he have pictures?
The 2 blue appears to have been off course. That's Fort Henry. So in the lead is the number 2, Tumultuous, and Darren O'Brien.
Who would that have been that was telling us that?
One of the outright, who's the banker?
Who's second and third? Who's second and third?
Frank KB, which horse went off course?
And it appears that the number 1, Make Your Own, is in second place. We'll sort this out ourselves when they come back into view. As once again, it appears Fort Henry, the number 2 for the Babe Saportas. The 4th race is off course.
2, 3, 2, 1 and 3.
So Tumultuous with the lead, Make Your Own in second place. And Vinny Boy is still your trailer here. They come from behind the studio, and that's exactly what it is. From the start, it's been Darren O'Brien on Tumultuous with the lead. Behind him, marking time, Connor Hankin on Make Your Own, and Vinny Boy and Diana Gillum in third. Excuse me, Fort Henry pulled up. Now they're coming to the stack fence here at the stretch for the first time and showing the way. Darren O'Brien in Tumultuous. Bit of a left-hand turn there as he now heads towards the panel fence. In fact, he's going to miss the panel fence unless he gets back there in a hurry, and taking over the lead now, Make Your Own and Connor Hankin, as a bad mistake there for Darren O'Brien and Tumultuous as they've gone off course. And inheriting the lead, it's Make Your Own and Connor Hankin nicely over the post and rails with a 10 to 12 length advantage over Diana Gillum and Vinnie Boy in third. But Diana Gillum now moving him a little closer as they head towards the road. And she still looks unhurried and unworried with a full lap to go. Just 2 horses left in the race. Although it looks like Tumultuous is going to come back and jump the board fence. Heads up on the course, please. Tumultuous back in the race with Darren O'Brien. Had skipped the board fence. So heads up on the course now. The number 2 still on course, while our first 2 horses, Make Your Own and Connor Hankin, and Diana Gillum on Vinnie Boy, making their way down the backside behind the training barn.
He's still coming to you. Make sure that gap's clear. Right there, that down sub is the pull up. He has no
So 3 horses still on course, but only 2 with a chance here. It's going to be between Make Your Own and Vinnie Boy, who was stalking him as they went across the road. And the tale will be told as they come around the studio. It's still Make Your Own and Connor Hankin with the advantage over Molly Forlano, Diana Gillum and Vinnie Boy. And well back in third is Tumultuous and Darren O'Brien. And the tension continues to mount as we wait for them to emerge from behind the house and the studio. And just 2 left in with a chance. Connor Hankin on Make Your Own and Diana Gillum on Vinnie Boy, who had moved to within about 8 lengths as they crossed the road. They've been out of sight for a while. And we'll have to see how well she judged the pace down the backside, and it's still Make Your Own and Connor Hankin with the lead over Vinnie Boy and Diana Gillum. And they're awfully close together though. Diana Gillum just 3/4 of a length on the inside behind Make Your Own and Connor Hankin. It's a match race now on the front end, both going all out as they head for the driveway. On the outside, it's Make Your Own and Connor Hankin, Diana Gillum and Vinnie Boy on the inside. Just those 2 left. As we said, Tumultuous left well behind, and across the driveway, it's still Connor Hankin and Make Your Own with the advantage as they head towards the stack fence. Make Your Own and Connor Hankin with the lead up to the stack fence, up and over. It's Make Your Own and Connor Hankin. Here comes Vinnie Boy and Diana Gillum trying to make up the difference as they head towards the last, and they've done that. Now it's head and head into the stretch. It's Vinnie Boy and Diana Gillum trying to get the better of Connor Hankin, but they're not going to get there. Make Your Own makes it his victory as he holds him safe to the line. It's Make Your Own over.
Connor Hankin with the lead up to the stack fence and over. It's Make Your Own and Connor Hankin comes Boy and Diana Gillum. Got the difference as they and they've done that. Now head and head into the stretch. It's Vinnie Boy. Diana Gillum trying to get the better of Connor Hankin, but Make Your Own makes it his victory as he holds it down.
Congratulations, well done.
How's it feel? How's your first win feel?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah?
Get close. Yeah, Mr. Falk's been picking me up from school and taking me out to his farm every day to ride him, so it feels good to finally get in a race and jump him around. So.
And he felt good today?
Yeah,
yep.
It was a lot of fun.
Excellent. And the other winning jockey, how did you feel out there on the course today?
Oh, great. How can I top that, though? That's pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
What? And they're coming, please, ladies and gentlemen, off the course. And here they come. It's balaclava all over again. But at the center of the course, it's Joe Davies, looking very good indeed, with Teddy Davies and the number 5 Butterscotch, but he's passed on the inside by the number 12, and that's going to be Mini-Me. We told you to watch out for Mini-Me. A ringer if we ever saw one, and it's Caroline McKnight and Mini-Me over Teddy Davies and Coco.
Good job, guys. Couldn't get everybody in that.
All done.
Start. And they're off. Once again, your field master here, Jeffrey Hyde. Monkton for Elkridge Harford. Starting them out at a terrific pace. And field well bunched up early on. And now sitting out as they come back into the stretch. So a left-hand turn dictated by the field master. And it doesn't matter where you are in this field until you get cut loose at the end to run to the finish. Off into this beautiful Elkridge Harford country. You're in the heart of it here at the Voss Atlanta Hall Farm, out of our view, but still behind the field master, who dictates the course. No prescribed route for the junior field master's chase. So out of our view and out of our not out of our thoughts, our field of 5. 2 divisions here, the small and large ponies running together. And as soon as they reemerge, we'll let you know. Somewhere on the back side, but certainly not within view from here. Your field of 5, the small and large ponies, first division of the 6th grade. And in the meantime, it gives us a chance to thank our sponsor, the Manor Tavern. If you haven't been a patron, it's surprising that you're here. And if that's the case, then you ought to visit one of the landmarks, My Lady's Manor, the Manor Tavern, top quality purveyor of food and drink. And around they come, emerging behind the studio, and everybody still behind our field master, Jeffrey Hyde. Before they get turned loose, it'll be Scott Wolfendale on the number 4 ace of spades. But a nice group as Jeffrey Hyde takes them towards the low stack fence at a nice clip now. Everybody coming up and over that one. Yes, the entire field, and now it's all hands and heels as they head towards the finish line. And streaming towards the line, here comes the number 5, These Little Magic, followed by a close run between the second and third place. But right now, your unofficial winner would be the number 5, These Little Magic, and Quinn Scala. Nice group as Jeffrey Hyde taking them towards the low stack fence at a nice clip now. Everybody coming up and over that one. Yes, the entire field, and now it's all hands and heels as they head towards the finish line. And screaming toward the line, here comes the number 5, These Little Magic, followed by a close run.
Same as I just re-stitched them.
And Jeff Hyde turns the field around, and they're off. And coming right around back to the low stack fence. Quick test for this field of 3 junior horses. And once again, it looks like he's going to take a left-hand turn. And the number 7, Cleo, showing the way. Gap of about 8. Back to Smooth Flight and Julia Chalmers and our early trailer, but up and over that in and out nicely is Cat Tap and Maggie Herzog.
Cleo's going for her second win in 2 days.
So Cleo getting a heavy workload, going for her second win in 2 days.
She won the Green Spring Old Fashioned.
Having won the Green Spring Old Fashioned yesterday. As my father used to say, if some's good, more's better. The old theory of inbreeding. And plenty of work for one of our junior horses. Once again, they've gone out of sight into the country and should emerge in the not too distant future behind the big house and the studio, at which point we'll try to update you on who's where. But as they went out of sight for the first time, it was Cleo in the lead, followed by Smooth Flight, and Cat Tap was in third. And since we can't see anything, we might as well remind you this race, the Alfred J. Smithwick Memorial, sponsored by the Manor Tavern. And there's no after party this year at the club, so the tavern is open and ready for your business following today's races. And they're back in view, and nice to see Jeff Hyde still up and at the front. And it's very close behind. It looks like Smooth Flight and Juliet Chalmers are the closest, but joined right next to her is Cleo and Emma Warden as Jeff Hyde gets ready to turn these two loose, and trying to make up ground all the way from the back is Cat Tap and Maggie Herzog. And here they come to the stack fence, still behind the field master Jeff Hyde. Everybody up and over that one, and now it's all out. It's hands and heels to the wire, and it looks like Cleo has the clear advantage over Smooth Flight. Cleo trying to carry that all the way to the line, and it's going to be Cleo and Emma Warden a clear victor, and in second place going to be a photo finish.
Come to the stack fence, still behind the field master Jeff Hyde. Everybody up and over that one. It's all out. It's hands and heels to the wire. And it looks like Cleo has the clear advantage over Smooth Flight. Cleo trying to carry that all the way to the line. And it's going to be Cleo and Emma Warden a clear victor. And in second place going to be a photo finish.
Great race. Win?
Sorry?
Third race?
Third, yeah.
First win?
No, I didn't win.
Oh. Well, anyway. And how about you?
Which question? Sorry.
How did you place?
I placed first, pretty good. The track out there is really nice. Except for the backfield, it got really muddy. I had mud all over my face. It was gross. But it was a great race. Stole my mom's horse from her and got to ride her here, which is great.
Are you going to give it back?
No way.
Okay, cool.
Never.
And how about you?
It was real fun. My horse is getting really strong out there, but it was still like really fun to stay and chill in the back, and then moved up over the last fences. The fences are pretty sturdy and real good, which I like that. But like she said, it was real mucky coming around the back, which kind of sucked. So.
Have you